cold wind bit at Anna's face as she hurried down the dimly lit streets of Detroit, her threadbare coat barely keeping the chill away. She clutched her small backpack close, the worn straps digging into her shoulders, and her stomach growled painfully, a reminder that today, like every day, had been a struggle. Life had never been kind to her, but Anna had learned to survive, not just for herself, but for her little brother Jacob, who slept soundly in the cramped apartment they called home. She had always believed that honesty and small acts of kindness were all she could give the world, even when it gave nothing back. As she passed a corner near the bustling downtown streets, her eyes caught something glinting on the sidewalk. Curiosity mixed with caution, she bent down and found a leather wallet, heavy and finely made. She hesitated. Money was scarce in her life, and she had no idea what might be inside. But instinct and something deeper in her heart urged her to do the right thing. She opened the wallet carefully, expecting a small sum of cash, maybe a few cards, but what she saw made her pause. A stack of crisp bills, thick enough to feed her and Jacob for months. Yet, it wasn't the money that held her attention. It was the driver's license, glossy and official, with the name Christopher Wainwright, labeled as a prominent entrepreneur. Her heart pounded, not from greed but from the weight of responsibility. Anna knew what most people in her shoes would have done. She knew because she had been tempted every day. But she couldn't. She stuffed the wallet into her coat pocket, her fingers brushing the cash briefly before shutting her coat against the winter chill. The world could be cruel, she thought, but maybe a single act of honesty could tip the scales, if only slightly. She tucked the wallet into her bag and resolved to return it, unaware that this one decision would change the course of her life forever. Before we go further, if you believe in kindness and second chances, take a moment to like this video, share it, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that even in dark times, goodness can shine through. Anna's day continued with its usual hardships. She walked to her job at a local diner, where the manager barely acknowledged her existence, and the tips were barely enough to cover the bus fare back home. The wallet sat in her bag, heavy and oppressive, a secret she carried quietly. All day she imagined the panic of someone losing something so valuable, and the guilt gnawed at her, even though she knew she was doing the right thing. When her shift finally ended, she braced herself against the cold evening air and walked toward the address she had found on Christopher Wainwright's driver's license. It was a luxurious apartment complex in the heart of the city, towering and gleaming in contrast to the rundown streets she navigated daily. Standing in front of the grand building, Anna felt a strange mix of intimidation and hope. Her hand trembled as she rang the buzzer for apartment 32B. Moments later, the door opened to reveal a man in his early 40s, sharply dressed, with kind but cautious eyes. His expression shifted from curiosity to disbelief when he saw Anna holding the wallet. "You found this?" he asked, voice steady but tinged with surprise. "Yes, sir," Anna said softly, her hands shaking. I saw it on the sidewalk and wanted to return it." Christopher Wainwright studied her for a moment, taking in her worn coat, the dirt on her shoes, the exhaustion in her eyes. In that instant he realized that honesty and goodness often came from those who had the least, yet gave the most. He smiled, a genuine warmth that seemed to light up the cold hallway. "Thank you," he said simply. Most people wouldn't have done this. He invited her inside, insisting she warm up with a cup of tea. Anna hesitated but eventually stepped into the opulence she had never imagined in her life. It was overwhelming, the rich textures, the soft rugs, the sparkling lights. But Anna's attention remained on the simple human connection that had brought her here. Over tea, Christopher listened to her story, her struggles, her brother, the daily grind that wore her down. She spoke with honesty, without embellishment, and he listened, unjudging, impressed by her resilience. Days turned into weeks, and a remarkable bond formed between them. Christopher offered Anna a job at his company, not because of pity, but because he recognized her intelligence, diligence, and the kindness that had led her to do the right thing when it mattered most. For the first time in her life, Anna felt seen, valued, and respected. She could provide more for Jacob now, securing their home and even enrolling him in a better school. But more than material change, it was the sense of dignity, hope, and trust in humanity that transformed her. The news of Anna's integrity spread quietly at first, a human interest story about a poor girl returning a millionaire's lost wallet. People marveled at her courage, and Anna realized that one small act could ripple far beyond what she imagined. She continued her life with humility, never forgetting the days of hardship that shaped her, but now buoyed by the possibilities of what honesty and kindness could bring. One winter evening, as she watched the snow fall gently outside her apartment window, Anna thought about the moment she found the wallet and the choice she had made. It was a simple act, almost instinctual, yet it had unlocked doors she had never dared to dream of opening. She understood now that life's harshness was not the end of the story. How one responded to it was. She smiled, knowing that integrity, no matter the size of the gesture, could change the world. If this story touched your heart, please engage with this video. Like, comment, share, and let others know that kindness and honesty can truly transform lives. And before you go, I'd love for you to leave a comment sharing a time when someone's simple act of goodness changed your life. Your story could inspire someone else today. Anna's journey is a reminder that life doesn't measure us by the wealth we possess, but by the goodness we show in moments of choice. From a girl shivering on the streets to a young woman standing tall in a life she never imagined, her story is a testament to the quiet, powerful force of doing what is right, even when no one is watching. And sometimes, just sometimes, the universe rewards those who give without expecting anything in return.